What's up, everybody? I'm Christian.
Bones.
We are doing our review of Vanity.
It's another toxic filth that we are checking off the list. This one was pretty entertaining, though.
It's another anthology, kind of, not similar. I would not say it's anywhere similar to Slimy Little Bastards, but just
No.
in that it's three shorts and essentially that collection
Yeah.
kind of
So
style.
basically, it's like a director is trying to hire a somewhat well-known actress in, I guess, the movies world, and he's pitching the three ideas for the shorts to her, and we're watching them as he pitches them. Is what I got from it.
Right. Which I
Yeah.
have to say is like, if you already have the shorts, why are you pitching the movie? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, seriously.
Doesn't
And
make sense to me at
well,
all. I'm just kidding.
also, since we're just talking about the wraparound, uh, like, uh, where was her part? Like, was she the girl in the last part? Because they kept talking about like she was gonna have a part. They need to expand it, and I'm like, I never saw her in any of the
That is
shorts. I
one
don't
part
think.
that I saw that I couldn't imagine her in any of the shorts, maybe
Yeah.
she can play being a car, you know, like I don't
Yeah.
know. Rim rim.
Vim, vim. And speaking of just overall, all these women have had like massive plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things. I think I made that joke is like, well, if you ever were to try to make like gore effects, just get a blow up doll or like a plastic like doll, and it'll look almost just like these women. So it works out perfectly.
Seriously. So, but yeah, he's pitching it to this actress, and she is a vain, narcissistic asshole who also has like a lone debt collector calling her and stuff. So she's just like trying to add more scenes into her work and get more money. But again, I also didn't really pick up on like it doesn't make a ton of sense because I think the main issue with this film is how badly the subtitles are translated.
Hmm.
They'll come up with every single story we talk about. And I mean, like he had them like beat for beat fucking down. It sounds like he had a whole script written. In vague terms, to be honest, I didn't think that was wholeheartedly planned because he found something. He didn't like plan on doing anything. I thought that was just like he was tired of the bitch, just like I got tired of the bitch. Like,
Yeah. It's like quit asking for more money and more parts. It's three shorts. Get it through your fucking head.
yeah, basically. And I I never the I think her character too was the worst translated one because I could not understand like a full sentence from her at all. Like
Yeah, there's like missing words, and then there even you could tell that the with the translation moments where it was the same word, but it was completely different afterwards. And
yeah.
it's like could be his wife, could be his sister.
That is true.
I'm
Well,
like, which one is it?
yeah, and then when you okay, we're getting off topic to the third one, but like they used like instead of institutionalized, they came up with a fucking really bizarre, completely not synonymous word to add into it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I think that's what they meant is institutionalized. What are they talking about?
Yeah, but I'm also not really good at Italian. I know ciao, it's like, hey, I know that word. That's
I love
translated good.
dude. No, it wasn't. Because chow's hello and goodbye. And soon as they like one of the girls leaves in the scene in the second short, he's like, ciao, and it says hello. It's like he meant bye. And the bitch is going.
Well, one thing I do want to mention before we get into the short that what is up with the fishing line?
I have no clue. And to be honest, I might have just gotten used to it. Because like the
Hmm.
whole beginning, every shot had fishing line in it, like in the background. But I don't know if I just stopped paying attention towards the middle or end, but
Hmm.
I didn't see it anymore. But it was like all there.
Yeah, it makes you kind of wonder if they had intention of lighting up the room differently or hanging mics or something, and then we're just like, ah, this isn't working. Let's just cut the string and we'll take it down later.
To be
Like,
honest, it could have been mics. It could have been like a very small like mic
no,
setup.
the contact mics are not that thin.
Well, yeah, I wasn't saying like it was like that was the contact mic. I'm like something to hang. Why didn't she start cutting them? But That makes more sense because like in the background you couldn't see anymore, but every time it got to a close-up shot, the wires were in the frame with the person.
Yeah, and the mirrors were pretty impressive in some of the shots of not getting, except for the tripod once, I think.
Yeah, the
But
tripod at the end.
mm,
It was still impressive though. I mean, a room full of mirrors and we never got to see the camera. The cameraman's pretty impressive until the end at least. Like
yeah.
one fuck up's forgivable for something that challenging. Like
Hmm.
the first short is pretty simple. It's just a woman who finds a mask in a hidey hole and it begins to tell her to kill people. That's pretty much what I got from it.
Kind of reminded me of Judy.
Of Judy?
This thing.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Just because of some of the style of the masking. Of course, my fucking camera.
Oh, the mask. Yeah.
Yeah, and even just the style was
Oh,
kind of
it kind
similar
of
into
does
it.
have like that classic paint look. I love the mask in it. I mean, it's that whole laughing, crying, like theater mask that they have like the triple of. Uh, I don't know what the actual name of them are, but if you look up the mask, you'll be able to see it.
A lot more deeper tones, especially around the eyes, are a lot more like defined.
The only part that really kind of it took me out of it just a bit is how like cheesy the dubbing is on the mask of like the voice like kill them all. It was something. The mask doesn't like telepathically tell her to kill her. The mask literally talks out loud to her, kill them all.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was awesome.
It's like if the movie The Mask just convinced him to go around killing. Yeah, see
To
it.
be honest, that's what I felt. Yeah, because like in the beginning, as soon as she put it on, there was like that weird disco party dance thing that she
Hmm.
like saw, and then it fell off. The mask is like totally what I fucking picked up from
Everyone wears a mask, metaphorically speaking.
it. Another thing that kind of, besides the second story, the first and the third story have in common is several things just are kind of confusing.
Yeah, confusion definitely is consistent in this.
They're not bad confusing, and with this one I don't think it was the subtitles because there was not a lot of dialogue throughout it, so it was just kind of like what you see is what you get. There was like a weird web shooting situation that was never quite explained. It was pretty
Yeah, because
funny
she's
though.
supposed to be like a spider, because then you even see like the little spider in the bottom part of the mask, and I guess
Yeah.
she's supposed to be like a Black Widow, type thing.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite fucking shots of the film too. Is like after that weird web shooting thing where the spider walks through the mouth hole. It was sick. Another thing that I think is pretty consistent throughout all these, surprisingly, is they all three have some pretty impressive, like really sick ass like shots, like great cinematography and a
Hmm.
couple bits and parts.
Yeah, but to go back into the confusing plot, like why'd she even drug the guy when
Dude, I laughed so hard, but I was hoping I wasn't right. Like I was like, I don't think she set anything up. Oh, she just came behind him. Like there was no reason to drug him. If it was just to put on the mask, why didn't you just like, oh, I'll be right back, put on the mask, and then we're good?
I
Like,
gotta powder my nose, and just
yeah, I gotta
easy,
powder my nose.
you
Fucking
know.
woo.
Time to kill.
Time to kill. No, I think the score in this one is definitely the funniest too. Like
Oh
it
yeah, it was slightly off-putting, but somehow it works.
yeah, it jumped over like from like disco to rave music and like it just
To 90s alternative, the
yeah,
instrumentals. I'm like,
it's so bizarre, man. It was so out of place it worked though. Like I enjoyed I enjoyed it. Like it added to the scenes.
yeah. There's definitely some stuff of like you kind of wish that there was a little bit more, like the dick stabbing scene is like,
Yeah.
was he stabbed in the dick, or did you like stab him in the high thigh? I mean, you can't really tell.
Yeah, it goes like straight from up top of the pants throughout, like right where your balls would be is where the knife comes out. And I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was like creative, but like a creative way to not spend money. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like a little bit of blood and a new pair of jeans, and we're good.
yeah, a new pair of jeans. We could always sew the jeans back up.
Hmm.
Don't
Or
worry,
easy
Dad.
access. I did you a favor.
Yeah, and this one was more of a note that I have for like a question with you too, because it confused me. But there's like a scene with two guys, and they were saying some like sexist shit, and then one of the guys ends up killing the other one, and I don't know what was happening. I think I missed something
That
out
was
on
one
the
of the ones I was
subs.
kind of confused on too. But yeah, because a lot of the subs kind of, yeah, just kind of make it very confusing of like, what the heck?
Yeah, like it, and it doesn't really make sense. Like we never were introduced to them before. Like they don't,
Hmm.
as far as I know, they didn't talk about like the girl, like the main girl. They just talked about like beating general women, as I thought they were talking about. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the first short though. It's probably my least favorite out of like the three shorts. I liked it a lot better than the wraparound though. Like I still had fun with it, but it was pretty simple.
Now to go on to probably my favorite, probably your favorite too, especially if you already kind of limited out the other ones.
It's definitely the one that there's no confusing aspect to this. A guy wants to fuck his car and his wife's jealous.
It's pretty much it.
That is it.
And all I have to say, he gets his way.
Oh my god, does
In a
he get
way, he
his
gets his
way?
way.
In a way,
So
yeah.
does his brother.
It's I really fucking loved this one. Like it's so the concept is so bizarre and comedic, and like we've heard about this like as small jokes here and there, like My Strange Addiction, but like to actually put a story about it, I thought they did pretty fucking good.
Because there's definitely all those gearheads. They're just more obsessed with their car than anything.
Oh my god, yeah. And then okay, it's gonna be a half-assed like spoiler. I'm just gonna try to leave like the very, very beginning out. But it basically he finally fixes his car and his wife convinces him to go to a party and she crashes it. And he gets his revenge and ultimate
Crashes it.
pleasure. Yeah, crashes it. Just a hard brake check and fucking park really close to a tree, but still not close enough to where we can't see the light coming through it.
And then just speed up the camera a little bit and stop it, you know?
Yeah. No, but this one was funny as hell. I mean, there's no notes to it. I had a fucking great time. And
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, the whole ending is great.
oh, the ending
Just
was awesome. It had
mhm.
what is my second favorite shot in the whole fucking movie in that ending with the zoom in pan shot of the fucking inside the car's hood.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I think if that short wasn't there, this movie would be pretty forgettable.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the only one where it's like, okay, so you're still trying to make sense. Like it if it didn't have this short, I would just have thought like they had to have been trying to be confusing from the get-go, and it can't
Hmm.
just be the mistranslations. Like and I do think to an extent all three like all of these stories do have like comedy to them though.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a dark comedy to it.
This one was definitely the more like straight up comedy to
Yeah. The last one too.
it.
The
Okay.
last one definitely has some comedy. Let's just get into it. But
Yeah, fuck it.
they always spoil like just like the whatever whoever
Okay,
the fuck she is.
the thing is too, we could just spoil the shit out of it because we're still not gonna get everything out, and there's still gonna be shit that just watch it. It's so confusing.
Help us make sense of it.
Exactly. But basically, we open up to a husband and wife, and they're in grief and crying because their baby was kidnapped. And then they get a phone call that leads to a fucking amazing saw trap accident where the mother accidentally kills the baby. And then she becomes catatonic. And then that's where it gets really fucking confusing. And I have no clue how to explain the rest of the story.
Yeah, because like I said, I don't know if it's a missed in translation or just lost in translation kind of thing, but it's because I thought it was supposed to be the wife and husband type thing, but then he keeps calling her sister, and
Well,
I'm like,
that's only towards the end though, because they do say wife and husband like throughout the whole beginning of it.
right, and that's why I was thinking like the sister might have been a mistake, because
Yeah,
then it
I
just is like I like was it incestual the whole time?
like the craziness aspect doesn't like make sense for that. After a reveal of who kills the baby, it's an understandable point. Not it's not understandable why they killed the baby, but like it's used a lot in cinema. but there was just no like explanation to the incest, if there is incest. There's no like warning signs to it. After it's revealed, it's not like, oh, it's like, are you sure?
Going back into the comedy, just like the way she's eating yogurt and just like keeps it there for like ever. And
Oh
then
God.
this the perverted doctor, you know.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed the perverted doctor, which again, like it makes sense why he's sick. Their version of like, okay, here's gonna be the foreshadowing to the ending of the movie. He's gonna be shooting up heroin in his office with cut up porn all around him. Like, he might not be the best guy.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Maybe you should reconsider. I need a second opinion. Sorry, doc.
another back to the comedy, because I'm a sick fuck. I love the baby's kill. Like, one flight of stairs, who knew that a baby's head would fucking explode into pieces? Like,
And no crying, no, nothing,
seriously.
just dead.
Yeah. And it was such a slow fall too, and it was just bam. Oh, doesn't the baby fucking hit the edge of the door too?
Yeah,
Like,
something like that.
bam.
Yeah, just like the door frame or something.
Blew me out the water. I loved it.
Good old fashioned baby killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was basically the three, and then the kind of just final, because it's kind of technically four shorts, I guess you could say, because there's the stuff in between and doing whatever.
Yeah.
But it still has a story. It's not just like a crypt keeper of being like, these are your stories, and then that's it, kind of thing. It's like, no, there's like a whole ending to it, and kind of just ends up being fed up with the lady.
Final shit. Like, I really, really enjoyed this, even
Hmm.
though I couldn't follow it most of the time.
It might take two watches.
And I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it again.
Not saying it was bad, just not
No.
good enough.
I Oh, to be honest, okay, so that's a lie. I probably wouldn't watch it again for fun, but I would definitely watch it again just to show somebody the third one again. like,
Hmm.
like, you picking up on any of this too? Like,
Yeah, like be like, can you help me explain? I need a little help on this one.
yeah, just to see the crazy scenes in there, because there's also some other crazy shit in number three that's awesome. But no, I'd really recommend it. It's a quick watch, and yeah, pick it up from Toxic Filth, man. I'm gonna pick it up, even if I don't ever watch it again. I still want to own it.
Yeah, it's
It
something like an hour and 18. Nothing too
yeah,
long.
it's not an amazing movie, but it's fun.
Yeah, that's what I would just say. It's fun. What movie isn't good? What we just referenced.
Appreciate you guys for listening. And how many more do we got left? We got two more, right?
Yep.
Two more. Hell yeah. So
Yep.
Christian and Goblin's gonna do one, and then we're all three gonna team up for the very, very last of the Toxic Filth reviews, at least so far.
Yeah, because the we left. I forget. I think it was Black Symphony Rose is the one that's like 2 hours and something.
Backyard Tales or something like that, or Barnyard Tales, or
Something like that.
yeah, something like that. You will see. We'll be surprised together.
Yeah. Well, keep it toxic.
Keep it toxic.
Ciao.